All right, everybody, welcome to our Soulful Abundance Business Training today. I'm Chris Williams. I am so excited to share with you two things that are keeping you from enrolling new clients and what to do about it. There are two top things that I see over and over and over and over and over and over again today. And I want to make sure that you are not making the same mistakes here because I really want to make sure that you can actually create success in your business without, you know, throwing spaghetti at the wall and trying to figure it out on your own, right? So for those of you that don't know me, I think you do because you're here inside of my Facebook group. I'm Chris Williams. I am a soulful business coach for women coaches. If you're a health coach, a life coach, a spiritual coach, or a holistic practitioner, such as a certified nutritional therapist, or a holistic service-based practitioner that is here to make the world a better place and help people live happier and healthier lives, you are in the right place. And my jam is to help new coaches start and grow their business up to six figures. And for coaches that have been in business for a while that are already at the six-figure mark, my job is to help you create that business, that boutique business up to $500,000 a year so that you can actually enjoy life, have fun, serve your clients, and know exactly what to do that is going to help you bring new clients into your business so that you can also serve them really valuably. So number one, the first thing that we're going to talk about today is the first top thing that we always start with is energy. And so the number one thing that is keeping you from enrolling new clients is your scarcity energy. And let me be super clear. If you are in scarcity, anytime you are worried about whether someone is going to pay the price that you have on your programs, if you are feeling like, oh my God, I have to get a client because I got to pay the bills, if you are asking yourself, I don't know where to find clients, all of that is scarcity. All of that is scarcity. And that energy is actually putting a kink in the abundance hose. It is keeping you from actually showing up confidently. It's keeping you from doing the things that you need to do because you're in this place of doubt. You're in this place of fear. You are in what I like to call the scarcity train, right? There's two trains. We can either be on the abundance train or the scarcity train. The scarcity train actually has us in fear and doubt, unsure about what it is that we should do, not sure where to find clients, unsure whether people are going to pay our price. And so what it is that you're going to do, and again, if I can put a little bit of science behind this instead of just making it so woo, is your reticular activating system, that part of your brain that actually begins to search for evidence to support your belief system kicks in gear. So if you are thinking, no one's going to pay this price to work with me, then what ends up happening is you start seeking out, your brain starts looking for evidence in the world to support that belief as to why nobody would want to work with you at that price, right? Or if you're like, oh, everybody that I talk to always says I can't afford it. Well, that is a belief system. That's actually not true because one of my clients just brought in 8 new clients this week. So let me just say that if you are in that energy, in that belief and energy, then what you're doing is you are creating more of that for yourself. So the number one thing that we have to do is shift out of that. Even if you don't have evidence right now that supports your belief that people will invest in your program, you have to believe it first, right? There's a great saying, I think it was by Henry Ford, and he said, whether you believe you can or you can't, you're right. So if you believe that you can't find clients, you're right. If you believe that no one's going to invest to work with you at a certain price, you're right. You are actually creating evidence for you to actually see in your physical world. So let's change that, okay? Instead, what we want to do is come up with all of the reasons why now is the absolute perfect time for people to hear about what it is that you do. Now is the absolute perfect time. There are more than enough people who are actually not only ready to work with you, but they're actively looking for you. They are actively seeking a solution. And look, my friends, here's the truth. That is true. There are people right now that are actively looking for a solution. They are actively saying, I cannot stand, feeling this way or having these experiences. And so we know that there are plenty of people out there that are looking for what it is that you do, and they connect with you and your energy. So, number one, let's get into that abundance energy. Let's stay there 51% of the time. The beauty about this is that we do not need to be in the abundance energy 100% of the time. It's actually impossible for us to be in the abundant train 100% of the time because we have a human brain, right? Our brain is still going to look for danger, right? It's still going to be like, I don't know. Is there a lion hiding behind there, right? So we will tend to pop on the scarcity train when our brain is looking at and navigating fear or doubt, right? So when that happens, we just get to notice, oh, oops, I'm on the wrong train. Like, and instead of sitting on that train and taking it to the end, you just are aware and you're like, oops, I'm getting off the next stop. Like, what is it that I want to create? I want to create something different, which means I need to change the belief, the thoughts that I'm thinking, and the way that this is making me feel, because your feeling is the secret and your feeling is the energy that you're in. And if you are in a doubtful, fearful, scarce energy, you can only create more of that. You can only create more of that. So you're always creating, by the way. You are either creating abundance with what it is that you want, or you're creating whatever it is that you're thinking and feeling. Okay, so number one. Number two, and this is the second one. Look, you got to be making offers, my friends. This is not about, let me just meditate my way to success. And what I see over and over and over and over again are people not actually making offers, right? So if I'm working with a client and they say, I don't have any clients, my first question is, okay, number one, what energy are you in? And number two, how many conversations have you had? How many offers have you actually had? Right? So this is not, well, I made an offer on a Facebook post. That is not making an offer personally to somebody. Just making a post and saying, hey, join me for my XYZ thing program is not making an offer, right? Inviting somebody to work with you is intentionally saying, hi, Chris, how are you? I noticed that you downloaded my XYZ freebie, or I'm so glad to have you here in my Facebook group, or thank you so much for joining me on my free workshop. Would you like to explore? Whoops, why did we get it down? They must have seen me like frown or something. Would you like to join me, or would you like to explore joining me? Right? So that you are actually inviting people. Look, here's the thing, you guys, and this is what you are forgetting. And so I want to remind you, I'm reminding you with love here, is that most people that are seeing you as the expert are not going to reach out and ask you questions because they're afraid that you're going to think they're stupid, right? They're worried that you are going to be like, why is somebody asking to work with me? Like, don't they know that I'm not taking clients now or something? I know, crazy, right? Like, we think that everybody knows that all they need to do is reach out and say, hey, how can I work with you? They don't know, my friend. They do not know. And even if they do, they're going to be worried that you're not going to want to work with them, right? We all have a fear of rejection, and they do too. And here's what ends up happening is that we get in our own head and we think, well, I'm not going to make the offer because I don't want to bother them. I don't want to annoy them, right? And they on the other side are going, gosh, I'd really like to work with her, but I'm not sure she, wants to work with me. So we're both worrying about how we look to the other person, right? We're both listening to the radio station of WIIFM. What's in it for me, right? We're like, I don't know. What are they thinking about me? And the other person's like, I don't know. What are they thinking about me? So look, we have to stop that. We have to absolutely stop that and say, you know what? I've got something amazing that can support people. And I am going to invite them to explore whether or not they might be interested in having support, right? That is actually inviting them into a conversation. Okay. So stop making it about you. It's not about you. When you are basically saying, oh gosh, I'm so uncomfortable, I'm so worried that I'm going to annoy them, that's actually saying that you are giving into your fear. You're not really worried if you're annoying them. You're worried what they're thinking about you. So let's be super duper clear about this. You are making that about you, which is actually one of the most selfish things that we can do. Because if we have something that can support somebody, if we have something that can help them get off of Pain Island, it is our ethical responsibility to share that with them. And that doesn't mean that we have to be icky or salesy or slimy or try to like convince or persuade them. All that means is we get to make the invitation, right? We got to actually take the shot. For those of you that are watching March Madness, Duke won, yay. I'm in North Carolina. This is Mountaineers, App State. They're definitely not in March Madness, but that's where my youngest son goes to college, right? people can stand at the at the free throw line, right? And we know that they're like visualizing it, right? They like pretend or like following through, right? But what do they do when they get the ball? They actually have to take the shot. They actually have to release the ball. They actually have to do that. And this is what y'all are not doing. You're not actually taking the shot. You're thinking about taking the shot. You're visualizing it. You're thinking about the energy that you're in, which is great. Good start. You got to do that first, but you have to actually take the shot. And what that means is you have to reach out to people personally and say, "Hi, how are you? I'm thinking about you. I would love to see if you're interested in having support around this, thing that you're telling me that you're having trouble with." So those are the top two things that are keeping you from enrolling clients consistently in your business. And I really want to help you with this. So first of all, thank you for being here inside my Facebook group, because this is where you guys are going to get so much value. Every Monday, I'm going to do a live, which is going to give you some pieces that you can start implementing right now. By the way, I'm going to invite every single one of you from today to Friday to make one invitation a day, just one. Make one invitation a day. And I want you to pop back here and let me know that you've made it. Okay. So today's Monday. Go make an invitation. Go invite somebody to explore having support with you. Go make that invitation. Tomorrow, do the same thing. Wednesday, do the same thing. But here's the caveat here. We are looking at people who are already in our ecosystem. Okay. We are not trying to convince or persuade cold leads to become buyers, right? We're not doing that. We're not trying to, say, "Oh, you downloaded my thing today. Let me go ahead and just invite you to work with me today." There's no like, trust there, right? So what we want to do is say, "Okay, who is already in my ecosystem? Who is in my Facebook group? Who is in my email list? Who have I been having conversations with?" That is your warm audience. Those are the people that you are making invitations to. And if you are unsure about how to do that, then I'm going to make an invitation for you today. I want you to invite you inside of Holistic Business Success Studio. This is a easy yes for coaches and holistic practitioners. It's a monthly membership. It's brand new. We just rolled it out actually a little bit over a month ago. On February 14th, we launched it. It is live access to me twice a month. So each month you get a live training with me where I'm going to be teaching you something practical so that you can begin to implement something in your business. And then the following week, you are going to be able to have an open Q&A call to ask me anything about your business. And it's only $97 a month. Like, I typically charge $3,000 a month to work with me privately. And this is a really small group right now. So you are getting intimate support. Inside there, we have got done for you templates. So if you're unsure what to say to these people and how to invite them, we've got you. We've got done for you templates. We've got done for you email scripts. We have got amazing training materials in there that are going to help you to access this resource of tools and information to help you build and grow your business in a much more simpler, more relaxed way. So definitely pop on over there and check it out. It's amazing. People are actually having so much fun. As a matter of fact, in February, we did how to create a cash infusion in your business. So joining $97 a month, you can actually not only double it, triple it. People are 10xing their business with the $97 investment, right? Going in and saying, "Okay, how do I want to create a cash infusion?" We've got a how to create a cash infusion training in there, and also exactly what to say and what to do so that you can actually follow through with that and bring on a new client or multiple new clients. So it's such an easy yes. So I hope you'll do that. All right. So I'm going to pop that link down in the chat for you so you can just go check it out, right? By the way, there's no contract. You can cancel anytime. We do ask for a 30-day notice because we need to get in there on the back end and make sure that you're not being charged, and there's a little bit of work for us to do. But you are going to get so much information, and not only information, but support, right? Why? Because look, the truth is, I'm sure you've been popsicling, sticking, and duct taping things together just like I did when I was brand new in my business. I downloaded the freebies. I listened to the podcasts. I bought the books. I went to the lives, right? And that gave me great information. But here's the thing, my friend, information does not equal transformation. And that's what makes this success studio so different. This is not just about throwing a whole bunch of information at you. This is about giving you live access to me so that you have my brain with you, so that you can come to that Q&A call once a month and ask me questions, so that you can come to the training and we're sitting in a Zoom room and you can ask me questions to clarify in real time, right? That's having support. It's also having accountability, and it's being able to connect with people inside of a community. We actually just launched it, brand spanking new, like yesterday, like this weekend, a brand new Mighty Networks, which is a community inside of Mighty Networks. It's not inside Facebook, but it's a place where you can connect with each other, where you can collaborate with each other, where you can explore partnerships with each other. You can share things that are winning. There's a feed in there, there's a chat in there. It's so, so good. So take a look at it, click on the link below, take a look at it. And if you have any question at all, feel free to reach out. Like, I am not going to convince you or persuade you that you got to buy something for $97. But this is an amazing deal, and I would love for you to just take a look at it. All right, last thing tonight, and we're at 16 minutes, so I want to make sure that this is going to be a quick piece. Your homework is to decide what energy you are in when it feels good and natural and confident and easeful to actually make an invitation to work with you, right? Step one, get in the energy. Step two, make the invitation. So today, I want you to make 5 invitations this week, one a day, one on Monday, one on Tuesday, one on Wednesday, one on Thursday, one on Friday, and let me know what happens. Like, post here in the group. I want to hear what is going on. Okay. Number 2, enrollment is closing very, very soon for Holistic Business Foundation. So for those of you that are unsure of what your niche is, who your ideal client is, how to create a high ticket offer, how to price your programs and your offers, what to actually put in it, how to cultivate a community, how to market off social media, how to market on social media, how to actually build and grow your audience, how to create a high converting, high value freebie. We are doing all of that inside of the 6-month group program, Holistic Business Foundation. So I'm going to share that for you as well. This is where you get live access every single week. Plus you get monthly calls with me. Plus you get monthly live tech calls with our tech coach. So we're going to help you collapse the timeline to setting up your email, or creating a document in Canva, or creating a freebie, or, adding your emails to an email list, all of the good stuff, right? We've got you there. And we also have monthly Get Things Done calls so that you can actually have time and space to work on your business. It's amazing. And we've added 6 new weeks of extra content in it that we didn't have before, and we kept it at the same price. So holy cow. And you've got until tonight at midnight to get that early bird rate. So there's $1,000 off. Tomorrow it's going back up to $5,997. Right now you can get access to the program and the live access for $4,997. You can also make a payment plan. So go to the website link that I pop below, and you can take a look at that. All right, my friends, I cannot wait to hear, what is it that you are committing to? Are you committing to just making 1 offer a day? If so, I want you to pop in the chat below, offer, OFFER, pop in the chat, offer. And if you want to hop on a call with me to discern whether or not Holistic Business Foundations, my 6-month program, is the best fit for you, just pop in the word clarity below. I'll reach out to you, and we can either have a quick conversation in Messenger about it, or we can hop in my Zoom room, and I will be more than happy to answer your questions. I do not try to drag anybody across the finish line. I only want people who are all in, so you don't need to worry about any of that. All right, my friend, I hope you have a beautiful day today, and I will chat with you guys next Monday for our Soulful Abundance business trainings. Have a beautiful one.